I'm going to do a glamorous makeup now, so let's get started. I'm starting with a MAC matte coloured shadow and it's called Orb. I'm going to apply it in the inside corner of the eye and up underneath the brow. I've already applied a primer to the skin and a primer on the eyes, because you have to make sure that everything you use makeup wise on your wedding day is going to last as long as possible. I'm going to use a colour called Shale, again a MAC product, slightly shimmery heathery colour, and I'm going to apply that in the socket. So I'm going to use a mixture of greys, heather, plums and pinks, that kind of palette. I'm just going to apply a little bit of the MAC shadow called Nylon. It's a nice shimmery pale champagne colour. And I'm applying it underneath the arch and just the inside corner of the eye. I'm now going to use a dark grey shadow, matte, outside the edge of the eye in the socket, and I'm going to blend it upwards and outwards. And I'm blending that into the heathery shade. I'm making it quite dramatic. Something that you have to bear in mind with bridal makeup is that makeup always appears less on camera than it actually does in reality, so you have to take that into account. Now I'm going to use a MAC Pro shadow and it's called Bloom On, and it's a matte palish pink colour. I'm just going to use that in the inside corner of the eye and I'm going to blend it into the heathery tone that we used. And on the centre of the lid I'm going to apply a MAC pigment and it's called Pink Opal. Now a pigment used on its own will just come off, so you have to stick it on with something, so I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I'm patting that on first and then I'm going to apply the pigment over the top. This pigment's called Pink Opal. It's a kind of creamy coloured pink. And because this is a glamorous makeup, I'm going to apply a little bit of glitter over the top. And this is a MAC product and it's called Reflex, and this one's called Pearl. And again, I'm going to use a little bit of the glitter glue, the Too Faced glitter glue. I'm using Maybelline's Lasting Drama waterproof eyeliner in black. Again, it's really important to use products that are waterproof and long lasting on your wedding day. And if you're getting married, you don't actually have to stick to really natural makeups. You can go for something more dramatic, especially if this is what you like in your everyday life. Anything goes now. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off smoking this out a little bit. Now what I've done is I've applied mascara and some false eyelashes, and look up for me. And I've also applied the dark smoky grey that I used above in the outside corner, which I've blended into a MAC product called Star Violet, which is a kind of shimmery pinky purple, and I've used a little bit on the outside edge of the lid above the eye as well. Okay, so now I'm going to apply foundation. And I'm using a MAC product and it's called Sculpt. This will give the skin a really nice flawless finish. It has a good coverage but still looks fairly natural. I've just buffed this in using a circular motion with a nice duo fibre foundation brush from MAC. And I'm going to fill in the brows now. Just give them a little bit of definition. This is a MAC brow pencil called Lingering. Just use little short feathery strokes in the same direction and the same length as your actual eyebrow hairs. I'm going to set the face using the Laura Mercier Invisible Powder. I'm going to concentrate especially around the T-zone. Look up for me, that's it, lovely. Okay, bronzer now. I'm going to use a MAC Mineralised Skin Finish in Deep Dark, just to create a little bit of contour and shade. I'm going to really sculpt the face because remember we're going for a really glamorous look here. So I'm concentrating underneath the cheekbones and then using what's left of the brush to diffuse the colour upwards and outwards. And across the forehead, really where the sun catches. So I'm just going to contour the nose slightly. I'm going to use a Kevin Aucoin contour powder. You could use though a matte light brown shadow, that would work just as well. Okay, so blusher now. I'm actually going to use a new product by Yves Saint Laurent and it's called Kiss and Blush, so I'm going to use it on the lips and on the cheeks. This particular shade is called Baby Doll. With these liquidy cream type formulas of cheek tints, it's nice to just sort of start in the centre of the cheeks and pat in gently. Don't wipe, because if you wipe it'll be really uneven. Right. Just blending in the edges gently using my foundation brush. Just blurring the edges. Okay, so highlighter now. I'm going to use a MAC product called Soft and Gentle. And I'm just going to dust this along the cheekbones in a wee C shape around the temples and onto the top of the cheekbones. So lips now, I'm going to use an Inglot pencil. It's a nice girly pinky colour. And then I'm going to use the same product that I used on the cheeks on the lips. Now this product acts like a stain, so it should last very well on your lips. It's fairly matte, so you might want to add a gloss on top, and I think we'll just pop a little bit of gloss, clear gloss on top. Just using a little bit of MAC clear lip gloss. And there you are, a bridal look, but one that's pretty glamorous.